Yo, peep this. You just clicked on let's view it, and I'm Tyrone Cross. And this is my channel. If y'all rode with me before, then I'm glad you came back. And to all my new riders, I always advise you click clack that seatbelt because it could be a wild ride. But once I bring the ride to the end, if you enjoyed it, then I ask you subscribe. And for some reason right then, everybody goes deaf. But I'll try again next time on my next video that I make just for you. So on this channel, I react to just about anything. There's no real niche. Is that how you say it? Niche. Gotta find your niche. I ain't got no niche. I looked for a niche and I couldn't find my niche. I think I dropped my niche somewhere. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll find my niche. But for now, I'm gonna react to a clip from a Jubilee debate where it's trans men versus born men. These conversations are always interesting and entertaining. So you already know, let's view it.
I am a biological male. I'm an anatomically.
He's gonna have different version of it than,
right.
And I think it's really important that you understand
and
we're all gonna have
it's anatomic,
views.
okay? Yeah. Because biologically, I have shifted, okay? Trans meaning going from one to the next.
Biologically and all these things, I know that there's importance for you guys, but meeting me or seeing me, you would never know. So why is it important?
Well, no, because just say if I was a
curious.
woman and I wanted to date you, what are you going to tell me?
I would tell you that I'm trans. What do you mean?
No, I'm saying you can't tell me that you're a man.
I mean, I'm still a man.
No, but you got to tell me.
Man.
You got to tell me that you were born a woman. You have to.
I mean, I don't have to.
Well, because if I go down, if I see in your pants,
right.
I'm going to see something different, and that will be troubling to me if I had an expectation.
But again, this is like leading off the topic, but I mean, to answer your question.
The trans dude is right. He doesn't have to do anything. Nobody has to do anything, so that's a pointless statement. But he should hold himself to a moral and ethical standard that he would tell somebody. The fact that he doesn't want to just means in that situation, he's not a good person. You're lying to somebody. And I get what he's trying to say. He's trying to say, no, I am a man, because they're trying to do there's no different type of thing. But in the end of the day, not everybody agrees with you. So if there are people in this world that would like to know before they go there, then they have the right to know. And it's that simple. Whether you think they should want to or not, they have the right to.
You must know, I do tell the person that I'm talking to or interested that I'm transgender. I don't think that you need it to, you don't need a penis to be a man.
So I take all that back on him. He is a good person and he does tell the person I'm trans. So kudos to him. And I'm assuming he does it because he thinks he should. So I don't know why he would defend otherwise, except to appease the people that don't want to. But he clearly thinks he should. Or else, why would he?
I know that you may disagree, which is fine. I get it, but I don't want one.
Now, I have a question for all of you. Do your penises make you men?
Yes,
well, it's part of what makes me a man,
is that what makes you?
Well, I said being a man's ingrained within every part of your body. So our cells are
right.
Our penis too.
But if you had to look at the difference between us and between you, now would that difference be the lack of a penis?
If we were naked.
Okay. If we're gonna minimize being a man to that particular anatomy,
we didn't minimize.
No. I'm asking the question. Okay.
We're gonna let him get to his question, but I want to say something first. What's the point of asking a question off of a hypothetical situation? If it didn't happen, why are you asking a question off of something that didn't happen? It just doesn't make sense. But let's let him ask his question about what didn't happen, but if it did happen.
We minimize it because this is where we're going, is anatomy, right? Because that's where we've gotten.
Our basic biology.
Okay. We didn't get there though. Just pretend like we did. Okay, proceed.
So if we get there, so do your penises make you more men than us?
So if we get to a point where we minimize men to just penises, does your penis make you more men than us? Do you understand how stupid that sounds? The answer would be yes, of course. If you're minimizing it all the way to the penis, it would make a man with a penis more man than you. But the problem is there's so much more to it, and you guys can't replace that. You can make a fake penis, but you can't replace everything else, all the essence of being a man. Obviously, if my penis got chopped off, I still got to be the same man the next day, doing the same thing with the same responsibilities, even though it would be hard. And I'd probably be depressed because that would suck.
It's part of
it's
what
not
does.
making more or less. It's we're a biologically man. You're not a biological man.
It's not a spectrum,
It's
so
from-
it's not a question that we can answer, because you're saying on the spectrum, would this make us more of a man than you? But no, it's because we are a man and you guys aren't.
Well, we're different.
So we're not men.
We're different.
Is exactly what you just said.
In my view, you guys
That's exactly what he said.
are appropriating the gender and you are living as a man, but biologically you are not a man. So to me, it's not, you can't say, okay, well, does that make us more of a man? That's not even a question to ask, because you're not a biological man. When it comes down to asking questions that make me start to change what the truth is and what the truth isn't, putting it on a spectrum when it's an objective truth, that's where I draw the line.
What's the biggest problem with what he said? It doesn't make what you feel any different. The biological truth is the truth. And why can't that be the truth? And you also say, but I feel like on the inside that I'm a man and I'm going to present that way.
The argument is that people try to invalidate who we are with that. I'm not saying that you guys are doing that, but a lot of society in the world does that. Well, biologically, you're female. What hurts trans people that people don't realize what they're doing is it's very harmful. You got to be aware of what you're saying and what you're putting out there. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, no, 100%.
See that word right there, invalidate.
You're invalidating who we are.
So first, let's check what is the definition of validate. Let's see, they got to make legal, valid, ratify, no. To grant official sanction to by marking, no. To confirm the validity of an election, also to declare a person elected, no. To support or corroborate on a sound or authoritative basis, nope. Or to be, to recognize, establish, or illustrate the worthiness or legitimacy of. So he wants us to recognize, establish, or illustrate the worthiness or legitimacy of them being men. So just off of that, when a transgender sister says, well, you're invalidating who we are, why don't we just say, and? Or so what? Because we are. We're invalidating the fact, well, we're not invalidating who they are. We're invalidating the fact that they're biological men or real men. But who cares? And can someone please tell me, when did this become so important of a high moral standard that we are supposed to validate who people are? When has this become my responsibility? When has this become your responsibility? How come if I ain't validating someone, I'm supposed to be a horrible person? How does this matter? And on their side of it, from their perspective, look, if you need validation from complete strangers of who you are, you have a problem. You have a huge problem. Loved ones? Sure, maybe. I get that a little. But in the end of the day, the only one who needs to validate you, guess what? I'll let you get a guess. One guess only. There's one person that needs to validate you. Do you know who it is? You probably don't. And that's why you're waiting for the rest of the world to do it, for the one person that's supposed to already do it. The one person that matters the most. And you know how you know you don't validate who you are? When you get upset when other people don't validate who you are. It's because you didn't do it already. Once you do it, you don't need others to do it. It's just the way it works. So forget validating them. So next time they say we're invalidating them, say stop pointing out the obvious and let's get on with the conversation. So that's the video. Trans men versus regular men. Are these trans men biological men? Maybe all trans men just happen to be really weak biological men. Maybe trans just means puny and weak. Well, no, because then if it's trans women, then it switches to masculine, means strong and fast and badass. So tell me what you guys think. Should we be validating people? Are you an invalidator? Do you go around invalidating left and right? Well, not me. I validate so many people. I just walk up to strangers and ask them who they are and then validate it for them. You should see how happy they get. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it made you laugh. I hope it made you go, huh? And if it made you go, huh? Then share it and make other people go, huh? But while you're out there sharing my video, making people go, huh? You know, I'm also gonna need you to hit that bell like the hunchback. Also click that hitchhiker button and sub ride with me. And I'll see you on the next trip. Day and night. Keep it real. Keep it real. Keep it real. All my life. Keep it real. Keep it real. Keep it real. Can't help keep it real. Keep it real. Keep it real. That's why I keep it real. Keep it real. Keep it real.